Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the TCG University. It's me, Noah, here doing another deck profile. We're going to be doing Bakugo from the Campus Championship. It's Bakugo 2. General thoughts, I'm just going to get out of the way. I like this deck a lot. I definitely admitted while playing, I believe, that I fucked up on playing this deck. I keep forgetting about the ability to give +2 the powerful rating, which really matters. So that's something that I just didn't realize in his response as well. I just wasn't on top of sometimes. If I could, I'd play this deck again. I really enjoy it, especially thinking back at the way I played it. I think I could have done a lot better. So moving on to the cards of the deck, we played 2 copies of Capture Evildoers. Wow, words are hard. Obviously, we use it for the momentum gain, or if we want to clear a card pool, usually we don't. We usually just use it so we can gain the momentum, especially when we can get +2 to powerful ratings. I think is nuts. 2 copies of Evil Gaze because this card's nuts in general. It's Breaker 1. It also just says -2 speed or +2 speed on an attack, and if it's blocked, you get to destroy a rival foundation. We played 4 copies of Long Lasting Explosion. It's just a good initiator, sets up for the next attack, and it's a Fury, so we can combo off of it. We can give our next high attack 3 speed or our next mid attack 3 damage. 4 copies of Finishing Blast. It's Fury range, powerful 2. That combo enhances rival flips a ready foundation, so with Bakugo, the respawn would be they flip a ready foundation, and then they get to flip 2 more ready foundations, so they flip 3 foundations. Currently, there's not a lot in terms of big advantage from having your opponent flip unless you're playing Sue. Or, well, I guess that's you flipping, not them. But it does shut off their foundations, which I think is fine. And then enhance, if we've played this attack's powerful ability, it gets +2 speed as well. We played not 3, but 4 copies of Brutal Explosion. Combo enhance, if it deals, we get to, or our rival destroys the foundation, and then enhance, if rival has 3 more face down foundations, it gets +2 speed. Super simple, really good, just generically good combo cards to play. And then we also played 3 copies of Joint Effort Assault Offense. Sorry, not Assault, Offense. Wow, I'm really bad at this. Gets +1 damage, or +1 speed and 2 damage for each card in the rival's hand. And then Bakugo Midoriya Enhance, I can discard a momentum, and then I can play once per turn abilities on characters a second time, which would mean I can respond with Bakugo again. Not really aiming for that one. It's more, I think, for Midoriya than anything. Then I couldn't really think of anything else that I wanted to play under that could combo with Furies, but I did come down to Touch of Decay, just because it allows me to draw a card or just pick it back up in general. Usually the opponent doesn't want to deal with it, doesn't want to touch it, so it either touches them or they block it and it goes back to my hand. So I'm okay with that. I still generally get an attack back either way. Moving on to foundations, we play 2 copies of Defrosting. Once per turn, we discard a top card of our deck. Choose one of the following effects: +2 speed, -1 damage, or -1 speed, +2 damage. Generically good in any of its symbols. It gives you stats. 4 copies of Aggressive Temper, just for that +2. If we build it in, we can blow it up for 2 speed, +2 the powerful rating, and +2 damage. I think is nuts. 3 copies of Burst Speed. If it enters a discard pile during the attack's enhanced step, rival burns 2. Cannot put them below 1. It's just there to do additional damage. 4 copies of Latent Skill, because we need to draw our attacks when we want them, or we need to draw blocks, whatever it is. It's just a way to get cards into the discard pile so we can feel for things like Burst Speed or Aggressive Temper. Oh, yikes, there we go. 3 copies of Agitation, just because we want to draw cards if possible. 4 copies of Tutoring Kirishima. After this card enters your discard pile during your hand step, rival flips the foundation. The whole goal of this deck is obviously to make your rival flip all their foundations and then just hit them hard and fast. Enhance, powerful attack gets +3 damage if you flip this. The response is to remove it. 4 copies of Arrogant Disposition, gives -3 speed to punch attacks, which is pretty good. And it also is just a 1/6, so the 6 check is nice to have. Sometimes you can bet your luck on it. 4 copies of Let's Fight Bad Guys for +2 more speed as well. I think giving speed is probably one of the best things you can do in this game over damage, just because the attacks themselves do pretty okay damage mixed with the attack, the effects on the attack, and the character you're playing. But speed is where it's a little rough sometimes, and I think that's the important part, is to push the attack through more than get the damage, like more than make it big, you know? 3 copies of Clever Distraction for the -2 speed on high or lows, which are always the sneaky ones that seem to hit me the most, and I don't like that. 4 copies of Forcing Surrender. Response flip, after you play a combo ability, rival discards momentum, pretty good. Or enhance flip, discard a non-attack card from either player's card pool. So if your opponent's trying to do combo stuff, like Momo for instance, you can discard the weapon cards they have, and they draw less cards, or they don't get their combo, depending on which they decide to do first. 4 copies of In Danger, just so we can keep ourselves alive. We are a 7-hander with 20 health. This just means that we're able to block things if it can deal more than what our life total is. And then 4 copies of Internship with Best Genius, which you're going to want to play in this deck anyways. It's a spam foundation, and it also just says that we're able to flip a ready foundation that they have. The coolest part about Bakugo, in my opinion, which I think I also messed up in playing, which is why I want to go back and do more games with them, is the ability to flip ready foundations and not committed, meaning your opponent doesn't get to use the abilities on the foundations that they have standing. Overall, deck super good. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Check out the other deck profiles that appear, or more so just watch the Campus Championship. I think it's super cool. As James would say, stay alert.